Hey guys, it's Alan from In the Game Room podcast and Gamecraft Miniatures. I'm here to show you this new product that just arrived today. These weren't actually expected to be here until Monday, but they arrived today, so that's really cool. And I want to show you guys. I have opened this and taken a quick look, but not a real detailed look yet. So this will be kind of the first detailed look at these miniatures. Before I get into the inside of the box, I want to discuss one tiny thing that I think might be a negative, a point lost on the 1 to 10 scale, and that is the number of not the number of miniatures. There's 32 miniatures in here, and that's pretty awesome, especially for the price. But the number of poses. If you look at this box here and you see these 8 dudes there, and you look on the front and you see these 8 dudes there, you might assume that there's 8 different poses in here. There aren't. I don't think they're trying to fool anybody or anything like that. It's easy to make the wrong assumption, and I did. But if you look really carefully, this guy and this guy are the same body. This guy and this guy are the same body. Different heads, different arms, different weapons, so you can do a lot of different things. But this guy and this guy are the same body, and that guy and that guy, or is it that? It's those two, I think. Anyways, there's only 4 different bodies. I I wish there were 8. And the other thing that I think is a slight negative, and this is not just against Wargames Atlantic. This is sort of a pet peeve I have with a lot of the miniatures manufacturers these days, is that when somebody goes into battle, the last thing you say to them is not, stand up tall and be proud and face the enemy. The last thing you say to them is, keep your head down. Everybody says that. So why aren't there guys kneeling, crouching, prone, sort of, or even, hey, where's that guy? I don't think there should be a lot of those kind of guys in a set of infantry, but I think every set of infantry should include a prone dude and a kneeling dude. Maybe because, you've got snipers, you've got forward observers, you've got artillery observers. There's a lot of, or just, normal infantrymen that just want to, get down and keep their head down. So if you were doing an 8-man sprue, I think 1 or 2 should be kneeling and or prone. And that's just a pet peeve of mine. A lot of people don't agree with me because they think that guys upright like this look better on the game board. I don't agree. I think having guys down crawling on the ground where they would normally be is a little better. Some of them. Not, obviously, you can't have a whole squad of guys all down all the time. But so those are the 2 minor things that I found about this that I don't think are positive. Again, here's those 8 guys, and like that guy and that guy are the same body. There's 4 bodies, and if there were 8 bodies, you'd only have 4 of each body style. But since there are only 4 bodies, you have 8 of each body style, and I think that might start to get a little old when building a set. Oh, and by the way, they just fell to the floor. There were a couple of loose heads in here, and that's not a big deal, and it's totally expected. Like that one's missing. If I was more careful when I opened the box, I'd have them, but now they're on the floor, and I'll have to go get them. But this is the way they come. Again, it's 8 small sprues. The sprues are identical, so we only really need to look at one. So let's get rid of the rest. So here's your 4 body styles. And the miniatures, I haven't measured them yet, but they look to me like they're probably exactly 28 millimeter from the foot to the eye level. They're scaled very nicely. They don't have big, giant, exaggerated features, which is good. So how they're going to mix with other miniatures, well, here's an unfinished British or Indian Sikh. As you can see, they're probably going to come out to almost exactly the same height once the head is on. It's the bulkiness of the Warlord miniature. He looks really stocky, which is kind of a cool look for these. Being that these are civilians, having them be a little less stocky, a little more normal, might be kind of a cool thing. It might make them look a little different than the sort of what they call the epic scale, military figures. So I think they're pretty accurately modeled for 28 millimeter or 156 scale miniatures. They look good. There are a lot of different options on these sprues for weapons. We've got like looks like a little grease gun. We've got a pistol, another sort of, that might be a Sten gun, another grease gun, another submachine gun. A lot of submachine guns and pistols. Another submachine gun over there. This looks like that's a Bren gun. That's pretty cool. So you got a light machine gun in there. You got a regular rifle. You got a guy with a German hand grenade. Another rifle. Another pistol. What is this guy? Oh, we already saw that guy. Several arms with nothing. Those probably are left arms to attach to the rifle. We've got a couple of pouches, holsters and things like that here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 head choices per 4 bodies. So you're going to get quite a bit of variety that way. Earlier I was talking about the fact that there's only 4 different body styles, but mix and match all these arms and these heads, that may not be such a big deal. So I'm going to get into these and put some together. I'm going to cut them off the sprue here and start gluing some things together and see what they look like. And I'll probably do a review again once I get some primer, at least some primer and maybe a wash, so we can really see the details. But my first impression is that they're really nice. Again, I wish there was more body styles. I wish there was a prone dude. I wish there was a kneeling dude. This is, however, Partisans 1, so there may be a Partisans 2 coming, and it might include a kneeling guy, and it might include a prone guy, or I don't know what the next one's gonna have, or it may just be completely different. These are French resistance. They might do Polish next, who knows, or Russian, Soviets. But whatever they do, I'm in with these. They look good. I'm going to use them for sure. At least 1 box for my Partisan force. So I'm going to start putting them together now and see what they look like. So if I had to give these a score, as far as the sculpts go, I mean they're 9s or 10s. They're really good. I'm taking a point off, I think, for the fact that there's only 4 body styles. I would have really preferred like 6 or 8. So yeah, so like an 8 or a 9. Really good. They're really nice. I recommend them. So there you go. They're available now on our store and plenty of other places. So go get yours if you want. It's 32 dudes for about $35, and that is a real deal. That's just barely over $1 per figure, and that's really good, especially with all these different options. So hope you enjoyed that. Not a lot of real information until I get some of these built, but my first impression is that they look great. Thanks a lot for watching, guys, and keep on gaming.